Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we are checking in on Standard's greatest deck, at least for the weekend, where Nathan Stoyer used this Invoke Despair Grixis list to win the Magic the Gathering World Championship at Magic 30 in Vegas. I was there. I saw him hold trophy. Was cool. And so is this deck. Invoke Despair has been just kind of a highlight card since Kamigawa was released, and it's cool to see it on a world championship caliber level. And the deck is, of course, from best of 3 standard, so the sideboard is intact for those of you who want to play it. And the card choices, of course, are tuned by a competitive master. But does it hold up in best of 1? Will it stand up to the toilet gaming meta? There's only one way to find out. We're going to play it today and see. And maybe at the end I'll have some recommendations for card changes specifically for best of 1. So let's dive in. Let the World Championship nonsense begin. Okay, we are black-blue at least to start. We'll need to find a red for the Corpse Appraiser. A little worried about it, but I think we can keep the hand. When you're on the draw with a removal spell, you feel a little bit better that you won't get completely run over. And if we're against a mid-range or control-y deck, having a Bank Buster is always good. Feels good to be back. I haven't played in almost a week because of the trip to Vegas. Remembering how digital Magic works. Oh yeah, we get to just kind of float these around. I'm used to having to move them myself. Riveteer's Outlook. By the way, thanks to every fan who came up to me in Vegas. It was really amazing how many people recognized me. Very unexpected. We could hold this up if they're going to play like Fable of the Mirror Breaker. But if they do that, we can play Liliana. Yep, left, right, and center. Whenever I wear the headband in public, people stopping me, running me down. It was really nice. You guys are very cool, as always. All right, we've got a Goblin Shaman. Things went a little as expected, so we can drop Liliana here. And we can kill the Gabo Shamo. And hopefully they discard a creature for Corpse Appraiser. They could have the Titan of Industry, Cruelty of Gix start, but if they discard a Titan here, we could take it. All right, they dropped a Windgrace. Very likely that means another Windgrace is coming. Yep. So we've got a tough turn to figure out. Do we play a Corpse Appraiser and take that other Windgrace now? Or do we kill this Windgrace? I think we got to kill this Windgrace. Grasp it, draw with Bankbuster, plus Liliana. What do we discard? The Appraisers seem really good. The Invoke Despair seems like it might be very good next turn. We could draw first to get more info, but I think the Abrade is... Well, the Abrade also does remove this if we can't cast the Despair. I think we actually drop an Appraiser here. As good as it is. We definitely kill the soul before they untap, so they can't protect it with Indestructible. Opponent discarded a Harvester. Really need to find a Make Disappear before they get to mana for the Titan. So we have one turn, and so we might want to try to draw off this Bankbuster twice. Riveteer's Charm. Sacrifice a creature or planeswalker. You got it. It did something about Liliana, but Liliana got a lot of value. We could kill this to have a full turn to do a thing. I think we want to try very hard to draw into Make Disappear. Land also wouldn't hurt. Okay. If a Titan comes down, how do we deal? Our hand definitely isn't equipped for it. We got to find a way to kill the 4/4. And then maybe Invoke Despair can clean it up. So I'm trying to decide whether or not we want to, I think we want to try to Corpse Appraiser for the Make Disappear. I think that's where we start. I think slamming Invoke Despair here would be a mistake. It's one of the ways we can also kill a Titan if we get rid of their 4/4. Could power this up. I think that takes options. I think that takes options off the table, but it does. We could hit for 4. I think we need to draw. There it is. Okay. Nice and easy. There's definitely a risk here that they play something cheaper to copy. I'm anticipating that they kept a Titan. Let's see what happens. They need to also top deck the land. They're down to 1 card now. Yeah, they're looking in the graveyard. They're playing Cruelty. No. It's a big shift. Gotta send that message. Another one. Wow. That's really good. Then I think we just chill. If they don't have anything to copy with the reflection, we can draw. And if they do play something cheap that we can't make disappear to copy with the reflection, we're okay. Ooh, what do we do about this? 3rd Wind Grace, huh? Alright, I think we can abrade the reflection, but we don't have to do it now. It's non-legendary. We can let this resolve. I think we're cleaning this up with Invoke Despair. Opponent's opening up a big lead in the mana department. 2-land lead. But we still have a lot of relevant spells that they have to figure out how to navigate. They don't attack. They can't copy this. Interesting. I guess they're sensitive to an Evelyn or something of that nature. Abrade the reflection? I think so. I think I'd rather replace Abrade with a new card. There haven't been a ton of targets for it, and it's been chilling for a while. I know Invoke could get both. We still have Make Disappear, and I still think this last card is a Titan. I hate the idea of letting them attack with this. But I feel like if I wait one more turn, I'll be so much better off. Oh, okay. They gave away that their last card is not, in fact, a Titan. All right, we made an Abrade. Pass turn. Last card, dude. What you got? Discard draw? Infernal Grasp my token. Okay. This person hates my creatures. Like, goes right after them. Alright, so now we have enough to Invoke Despair, leave up Make Disappear if they top a Titan, but do they have enough mana to pay for it? No. Not for a Titan. So yeah, we're definitely going to Make Disappear here. What I'm thinking is, do I need to blood token away this land? I'm not going to. Lands are good right now. Okay. Play Harvester? No. I'm playing around the one thing that'll absolutely destroy me, which is a top deck Titan. Harvester's fine. Control, control, control. Just don't let them do the one thing that beats you. Eventually, the damage will start to occur. Don't think I need more land to keep up with this. I think I'll try to cycle these. Although playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I can play 1. Titan. 1 mana. Open. Boom. Yeah. It's not like I planned for it or anything, McLean. Loved you in Die Hard, by the way. All right, let's see what we can draw. A way to crew this, possibly. Crew the Buster so we can attack for more. Definitely let Duress go in this spot. Fable doesn't crew it, but we will play it. All right, can the opponent draw another Titan? Let's see it. off the top. Blood token to activate. Land. Game. Die hard? You should have died harder. Today's Patreon shout out is a birthday shout out. Happy birthday to Alex. Thank you for being a supporter, a Cool Kids Club member of the one in Best of One. You're very cool. If you would like some kind of a shout out in a video, make sure you check out the link to the Patreon. It's in the description, and there might even be a little card going like wah or wah or wah or something like that. Happy birthday, Alex. You're very cool. Back to the video. Opponent goes first. We're up against Deadstroke. We have Painful Lands, Blood Tithe Harvester, Corpse Appraiser, Sheldred Invoke. I mean, it's a curve, and we can't ask for too much more, so we'll keep. Sanders Lounge from the opponent. Could be a mirror. I'm gonna kick it off on the land that doesn't hurt. Okay, it's getting painful in here, but opponent isn't doing too much. I think we go for this and go for the Bankbuster later when we can draw. This might be a grindy matchup. Our opponent could have had a Make Disappear there. Also, a creature on the board means a creature is more likely to die soon and get appraised by a Corpse Appraiser. That's a good land to draw. Kill it. And then inspect our Harvester. Oh, yes. I see. This is a very good Harvester. He lived a strong blood-sucking life. On the draw, what do we need most? Sheldred is the biggest fear, and the opponent could play it next turn, which would be very damaging, and none of these solve that problem. Invoke Despair is another big concern. We could take a Make Disappear and try to hold mana up for it and play the defensive role, and it does mean that our Sheldred Invoke aren't coming down anytime soon. We could also just take Cut Down as the simplest way to kill a Fable of the Mirror Breaker in the future. But we have Invoke for that. I'm going to take the Make Disappear. What do you know? CGB took the counterspell. But this isn't going to help us if our opponent plays a Sheldred. So I'm very afraid. Very, very, very afraid. Also, hard to cast Invoke Despair off 2 Shivan Reefs. We're going to need another land that produces the right mana. Okay, Evelyn in the graveyard, Trespasser to the battlefield, eats the Evelyn. So let's stick to the game plan. We're going to play the Bankbuster and pass the turn. Try to set up an Invoke Despair. Maybe the opponent will go for something. Although, if they're playing with Evelyn, Soul Transfer. If we crew, we can't draw. But the opponent might tap out, which would let us Invoke Despair. If we crew, we can't draw. It also puts off damage. Yeah, we do it. If they kill it, they tap out. We can also protect it if they try to kill it. But yeah, no attacks there. All right, blood token for the reef. They could have a Make Disappear. All right. How do we do it? If Bankbuster Corpse Appraiser holds them back, then them copying Trespasser doesn't even hurt us too badly. So what we should do is play an Appraiser. Unfortunately, we only have the one blue source now because we discarded the Reef. So we're not holding up Make Disappear. That's pretty bad. We could try to dig for the land to do that. That is an option. I don't love that either, though, to be honest. And if they hit this with Make Disappear, we get nothing. So I think I just do it without playing the land. Could play around the Make Disappear with this, and then I definitely get the Appraiser. Okay, I'm going to try to hit a removal spell. That's the plan. We're going to try to hit a removal spell. Oh, wait. We did have 2 blue and a red. I can't hold this up. My brain, guys. My brain. Speaking of my brain, there's no creature in the graveyard. Oopsie. Pretty aggressive here. They didn't even try to hold it until the next turn. It's kind of whack. I mean, I guess it gets to empty some grave stuff. I'll power up Banky. Block. There's no hook to have to play around now. That's something I say almost every video. And end step, huh? Alright, we draw. What's going on in this hand? I would have expected it to have removal spells. Maybe they really wanted to flip the Glutton. They're still a little ways away from an invoke that can't be countered by their make disappear. So I guess I'm going to go for a Sheldred this turn. Let the grinding continue. If they try to kill it, I can make disappear to flip their Glutton back. They go Insight. Okay. Insight's a card that started popping up in the Grixis lists as a grindy way to play Magic. And they didn't kill Sheldred yet. Invoke Despair. I counter thee. Resolves. No Spell Pierce. Love it. Was that my Invoke Despair, by the way? Yes. That's what you get. Stealing my Invoke Despairs. I will show you the way of the despair. Is that... They definitely don't have a Spell Pierce. Think we would have seen it. Alright, they copy that. They dig some grave. They are going to lose their reflection. It's an enchantment. Untapped land does Bankbuster things. Sheldred attacks. Chunk 'em. Your turn. Still a kind of close game. They do have to kill this, but they might have another Invoke Despair. Sorin, okay. One of the cards that is not being played in Nathan's World Championship deck that did not make the cut, along with Evelyn. So a little bit more vampire-centric from the opponent. No attack. We'll draw. Harvester. Sheldred's still alive. That can't be good for you, opponent. Alright. No creature cards in the graveyard. We gotta work that out. Could play a Harvester and crew the Buster and make sure Sorin dies, but cut down... Yeah, cut down doesn't hit these. Also, Glutton blocking this isn't great. So I think we just wait. I think we play the patient game. Just Shelly. Sorin goes to 1, and with 10 life and a Sheldred on the battlefield, could be a problem. Let's get the tap lands out of the way, and then that would be my last red. Okay. Let's go this tap land out of the way. Has a Fable. Resolves. Harvester. Yeah. You know the opponent's probably going to try to siphon Insight to get out of this. We're going to transform the Glutton back because we double spelled. So that's nice. All right. Big plus. Reveal something expensive. Path of Peril. 2 or less, huh? So these two. Sure. Yeah, it doesn't just slot in for Meuk, does it? Not quite the same card like some people in my comments like to think. Good card there. Let's wait till our turn, though. Another Shelly. There is a creature in the graveyard. All of these cards seem very relevant, especially since they have to kill this or they die, so playing another one seems really good. Even though the life gain is nice. Alright, kill that. They call it a day. Yep, we have established Grixis supremacy. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, it's CGB, the one and best of one. And just a reminder that a great way to support the channel is to use the promo code CGB5 at checkout with CoolStuffInc.com. Cool Stuff Inc. has something sweet coming up. I can't tell you too much about it. There it is. They have something sweet coming up for the Brothers War. So make sure you get in your pre-orders and use the promo code CGB5. Back to the video. I finally go first. My hand is triple Invoke Despair, and a Corpse Appraiser I'm probably not going to cast because my sources are both black. It's totally a mulligan, and I'm so tempted to keep it. Alright, 2 Busters is probably too many, especially with a couple of tapped lands. We'll put 1 away. Oh no. Is Duress going to hit anything? Yes, yes it will. Restoration and Hallowed Haunting are options, but we're probably going to get run over by this enchantment deck that was not something that they anticipated at Worlds. I think I'm just going to take... I don't have a way to catch up from a Hallowed Haunting resolving, so I'm going to take it. Ah, they top deck the Kami. It's a good draw. But if I can kill it and draw the land, I can appraise it. Okay, that's the plan. +1/+1 counter, visitor on visitor. Good choice. Okay. This game's going to be tough. I'm going to have to find a lot of good removal spells, and I need my opponent to flood out. I also don't have an answer for Sheldred at the moment. Okay, lots of land. We kind of needed it, to be honest. So they can have a free Weaver here or a free Spirited Companion. Do need to kill that Weaver eventually. I wonder if they're going to hold the Spirited Companion for the double trigger. Oh, they... Wow. That is a hell of a draw. What a way to do it. Shuffler's fine. Liliana of the Veil, what can you do for me? Not a lot, right? No creatures in graves currently. Jelly. I have to try to kill him, I think. I gotta go for the damage. Should have attacked before I showed them Sheldred, but we do what we can. I am now the beatdown in this matchup because I can't compete with their long game. Let's see what mode they choose to copy with a Sheldred on the battlefield. I think if they choose to draw cards, it's one of the plays that gives me a chance. That really gives me a chance. Because they could just draw into nothing, and Sheldred could help burn them out. If they make another Spirit, that's really good too. They didn't make anything. Interesting. They roped. Oh yeah, they are choosing to draw. That's why they had to wait for this trigger. Yeah, these are the plays that give me a chance. That card draw greed, baby. Let's go. Maybe all of their enchantments that remove Shelly are buried deep in the library, never to come out. Well, didn't take them long to find some kind of removal. Gets rid of the appraiser. Alright, if they block with a bunch of creatures and Sheldred dies, it does take them with her, but not worth it. What do I need to find? Removal? Is that good enough? I don't think there's a creature in the graveyard to hit. Yeah, that hasn't changed. Okay. Maybe we can draw some fire over to Liliana. This game was tough. On the play, took a mulligan. We dressed the right card. They top decked it on curve anyway. Those are games that are hard to win. They are very hard to win. That's enough. Shuffler's fine. All right, on the draw, Harvester's Duress Fables. We'll see what our opponent's doing. With the name of Trash Wizard Clunk and an Ajani Avatar, it might be mono white, which Duress is horrible against. But we'll give it a shot. All right, took them a minute, but they're rolling with Evolved Sleeper. Looks like mono black. Let's have a look-see at inside the hand. Ah, Infernal Grasp, Liliana of the Veil. And we know that we have a Shieldred to prepare for. Let's take the Liliana. Well, we'll have a good aggressive start. A very good aggressive start. We're going to be down a good amount of material before we can try to catch up. We can hope they miss some land drops, though. If they miss some land drops, getting... we don't have to be as afraid of Shieldred on curve. Harvester part 1. Here comes the Grasp, right? No, a trade offering. That's interesting because I can make them use their mana on the sleeper. Keep them from curving. I like that. Sometimes forcing the opponent to use a mana a certain way can be a big advantage. Fable or Appraisal? In this spot, I think Fable will force them to use the Grasp. They don't want to give us that mana advantage. Okay, we know that they drew a cut down. They still haven't drawn land, which is good, and we're going to 10. Scary. Alright, I've had enough of Pain Land for sure. I think we need to double spell and try to put ourselves back in this. I think what the opponent's going to do is grasp this one. However, there is another problem, isn't there? Any one creature that we play, like, if we play this creature, they grasp it, then we grasp them, then we go down. If they draw 2 lands in a row, eventually Shieldred happens, so Corpse Appraiser is going to have to find an answer. We'd also love to save the Harvester to go with the other Fable. Need to find land. I know I just discarded one, but it was a Pain Land, so I had a good reason. Yeah, let's go with another Fable. I think it gives us our best chance for making land happen. This game is going to be a race. The opponent has plenty of removal, and they went first, so they had the first 2 creatures on board. So they're trying to just push this over the edge. Do I take it? I don't have a ton of extra ways to get life back, so I don't think I can. If they grow the sleeper, they can't also kill something with Infernal Grasp, and they're trying to hang on to Grasp. We get the underdog in the graveyard for the Appraiser. That's good. That's a land. It's a pain land. I hate keeping it, but I'm going to. Can't risk not drawing one. Six. Ooh. Invoke Despair. It's a hell of a card. And we have Infernal Grasp for the Sheldred, but that drops us to 4. How much pain do we take? 1. We're doing it. We're doing it. Could also play the Harvester, but I want to hold that to pair with the Reflection. Opponent might also just go bang with Infernal Grasp, and then we can kill the Sleeper. No? Alright, so they might block and put a counter on this and draw. I think that's fine. So now I could kill this and keep the Appraiser. Then I don't have an answer to the Sheldred later, and I'm at 4. It's really risky, but we're going to do it. I am brave. If they draw another cut down, it's quite a punish. That's a Sheldred. Okay. End step, how many 2/2s can we make? A lot. They do have the Grasp to break it up, but if they go for Sheldred, yeah, we make the 4 2/2s and we attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Count that out because of Sheldred. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They're at 16. So I would need a way to deal the damage without dying, because Sheldred would bring me to 2. This would bring me to 1. And that would do it. Okay, if they play Sheldred, we win. If they hold up Grasp, we're in a good position. So, what else can we do? We could play this. Does this ruin the clock? A little, right? But then we can also make 3 Harvesters on end step. And that makes up for the damage. No, we can't make 3 Harvesters. We can make 1, 2, and then the last one can be a Harvester. So that's a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That works. Okay. If you don't understand what I was doing all the math on, I try to like talk through what I'm thinking about. I'm not perfect at it, but in a nutshell, I was working out if copy, reflection was lethal, or if Harvester, copy, reflection, copy, Harvester was lethal. And both are lethal. So the opponent can break this up with an Infernal Grasp on the target for the reflection of Kiki Jiki. If they go for Sheldred and don't have removal open, we will win. So here it comes. So stop in the end step for the Kiki combo. Do they have the removal? They do not. These won't go away till our end step because of the timing. And the last one goes to a Harvester. Draw. Go to 2. Just to be sure. They sacrifice this. I don't lose the life, right? Right? Or do they? Or do I? This will die first, right? Don't they die in order? Hold on. All right, do I need it? I can go copy Harvester, kill it, attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I do need it if I want to win. All right, guys. Time for me to check if I know how rules work. Does this kill me? Does this kill me? Am I going to miss lethal? You know what? You know what? We're going to play it safe. We're going to play it safe because I can. Still lethal, right? Because they have nothing to sacrifice. Yeah, it's still lethal. What am I even worried about? I am such a nervous Nelly sometimes. You guys were yelling, weren't you? You were shouting at me. You're all like, what the hell? CGV, Invoke Despair does damage. You don't need it. You've got it. You've totally got it. And then I rope the hell out of this person. But you take the W's. You take the W's. All right. We're going to call that the last game in this particular video. And what did we learn about the World Championship deck that won a best-of-3 tournament and the world title? For one thing, we learned it's a small metagame. We saw this deck absolutely dominate the 3-color mid-range matchups we got to play, including Grixis Vampires and Jund Reanimator. So it was perfectly tuned for that meta because that's what that meta really was. A bunch of very good 3-color piles, including Esper, which Nathan defeated multiple times to win the title. So that makes sense. Where this deck could use help is in situations where it has to catch up on the board. We saw against enchantments. I would expect that to be a matchup this deck is not tuned for. Mono blue could be another one where this deck struggles. And my usual best of one move is to take out some of the good best of 3 cards for sweepers. In this case, Burn Down the House is a card I would put in this deck if you're concerned about those matchups. Duress is a wonderful card in the 3-color like mid-range slog, and if you're seeing a lot of it, you don't cut Duress. But I would probably cut at least 1 Duress for a Burn Down the House, and possibly 2 Duress for 2 Burn Down the House as my kind of traditional best of 1 into from best of 3 move. So that's my take on the deck. It's a sweet one. And congratulations again to Nathan, our world freaking champion, who will be on a Magic card someday because of it. That's really excellent. And thanks to you for putting up with all my nonsense while I'm traveling and enjoying the videos. You stayed till the end. That's the best thing you can do for the channel. And for that, you're cool.